Greetings, goddesses. This is Taliba Set, your soul therapist, mentor, and guide for the Royal Goddess League. And this morning, I just wanted to make a real quick video to further the conversation that I've been having around happiness. That's the course that is now going on in the group. And I've been playing around with different ways to present the information and putting the worksheets up. And the last conversation, or the last audio that I did, was around desire being the very first layer to peel back to get into these areas that are blocking you from tapping into that internal happiness that you actually have. Was born in you. So you have it. You're able to be happy in any moment, any time, no matter what the circumstances are. We have all these layers that we build up around ourselves, and those layers actually pile up and they actually block us from being able to tap into our internal source of happiness. And so I've been talking about desire and external influences and how that layer needs to be peeled back before, you get to the next layer and the next one and the next one. So today I wanted to expound upon the information that I put out about desire. And I wanted to talk about unconditional dreams or unconditional desire. Now, we don't really hear very much dreams and desires as being unconditional. We hear about unconditional love. And for the most part, we have a pretty good idea about what unconditional love is. It's being in the unconditioned. So here's the first premise to understand. Here's the first thing, that if you get nothing else, to get this. Everything that we want, everything that you want or desire, is really not about the thing that you want or desire. It's about the belief that if you have that thing, if I have this thing, then I will feel a certain way. I'll feel better. I'll feel good. It's about the emotion. Actually, emotion is the only reason we ever want anything. It's because of how we perceive that thing to make us feel. Emotion is truly the only motivator for anything. It's about how you feel. So what we do is we create these conditions. We create conditions and we say, well, for me to feel better, this person has to be this bank account balance needs to be, this needs to be something needs to be something in order for us to feel what we need to feel. So we create conditions and we say, well, in order for me to be happy, this person needs to show up this way. In order for me to be happy, I need this kind of car or this kind of house, or my children need to act a certain way. The truth is, though, that none of the conditions really have anything to do with how you feel. You actually can choose to feel whatever it is that you want to feel whenever you want to feel it. You can choose to feel good in the unconditioned, and the unconditioned is in the absence of those conditions. So to give an example of how that actually works, I know many of you have heard like the lemon experiment, or with Pavlov's dogs. And Pavlov did this research and this experiment with these dogs, and he would ring a bell and give the dog a treat. Ring the bell and give a dog a treat. And eventually he was able to start ringing the bell and the dog would immediately salivate in the absence of the treat. And that is because the brain doesn't know that the condition is not there. If sort of like with lemons, if you see someone else bite a lemon, you don't have to be biting it. If your brain thinks that you're biting it, you will salivate. You will start to, lock up. if you see a lemon and you start to imagine what that feels like, or what a lemon might taste like, and you can imagine smelling it, your body will react as if it's biting the lemon. The brain it doesn't recognize, if you believe something, the brain doesn't recognize whether that's real or not. And so, if there are things that you want in your life, then identify, get very clear about what it is that you want to feel. Those things that in the activity you listed down in question 1, if you did the worksheet, if you listed those things down, go back and look at that list and start to think about what it is that you want to feel, especially when you look over the categories. Like if you have categories like financial, relationship, career, whatever, if you have those categories and you start to look at what you feel like, what it is that you desire will make you feel, and you start seeing the feelings, like you start seeing those feelings pop up in different categories, or you feel really strongly resonate with that feeling, start to practice feeling that way in the unconditioned. Start to practice. If you want to feel carefree, if you want to feel secure, if you want to feel safe, if you want to feel joy, start to identify what that looks like for you and practice feeling that in the unconditioned, in the absence of the condition, in the current right now. No matter what things look like around you, practice that in the unconditioned. And you will start to see that your path will open up for you. Because really, who wants to just go around and be miserable on their journey toward what they want in anticipation of feeling good when they get there? You could just feel good while you're on the way. You got to go anyway, so you might as well feel good while you're going. And practice. And definitely, I'm not saying that you can just today decide, well, I'm just going to feel good and it's going to work 100% today. It takes practice. It's something that takes some time to learn how to do and to master. But learning how to transcend and rise above whatever the situation is, and to choose to feel whatever it is that you want to feel in the absence of the condition that you've told yourself that is going to have, that your feeling good is contingent upon. Start to detach from the condition and to just choose to feel what it is that you want to feel. So that's your activity, to go back and look at those things that you have decided that you want, identify what those things may feel like. And then when you identify those things, or what you feel like those things are going to make you feel, start to practice feeling those things in the absence of the condition. That is your activity, once again. And with that, I'm gonna just jump off. I'm not feeling really well today, so I'm actually going to be laying down all day. But I did want to stop and engage with you guys and let you guys hear my voice, put my face in the space. And I'm really going to be doing a whole lot more live videos in the group. I'm going to be doing a whole lot more activities. The Royal Goddess League is actually on track to become a charitable for-profit organization. So it's a for-profit charitable organization. And so it's a social enterprise. So I am working a lot of times when I'm not showing up in the group. I'm actually doing back, admin stuff of getting the movement and organizing the way that I vision, because the Royal Goddess League is my baby, and it is definitely something that I'm taking a lot of time and putting a lot of time into. So I have a vision. I can see what it is that I want for this group and the organization and the movement that I am putting together. So I'm doing some things today. Since I'm not really feeling well, I'll probably be doing a lot of writing. I never really stopped working. I never really stopped. I never really dialed down. So I'm going to be doing those things. And I wanted to say to you all that are in the Facebook group, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating and interacting with the post. Thank you for welcoming each other. I appreciate that. And I look forward to growing with you, getting to know all of you, and welcome again. With that, peace, power, and prosperity. This is Taliba Set, and I am out.